Oh, that lamp's already on. So today I have the rug rolled back and I have something to cover this rug over here because my shower guy is coming to finally finish the shower so I can tile. So it's not everything in the bathroom just yet. We're just working on the shower right now. He's gonna finish putting in the corners, sealing up some things. He needs to mud a little bit more on certain parts, get it all ready for the tiles to go on, and I'm going to do the tiles this weekend. So he's about to get here. So whenever he leaves today, I'll show you what that looks like, and I will record the tiling process for y'all, all my mistakes and everything. Oh, y'all. The sad reality of having someone come work in your house. Everything is covered with a layer of dust again. He's done for the day, but he's not gone yet. He's still parked out front. And here is the part of the house I have been avoiding showing you. I just swept just a little bit. There's a bunch of concrete and stuff stuck to the floor, but I just swept that up. And here's the state of my sink. Whoop. And everything else. I'm going to take these off. Those are going. I'm going to chunk them. I just got them on Amazon. They were a set of 4 for like $12 or something. I'm keeping this bud, but I want to get a pretty antique shelf for over the toilet and a pretty antique mirror for over the sink. I have a light fixture that I'm going to replace that with. And today, my handyman guy, he replaced the lights for me. So that's new. And that's new right there. It just needs a bulb. And I didn't even ask him to do that today. I said, just make the shower to where I can tile it. That's all I need. All I need is to tile. So it's not entirely ready. I mean, it still needs to dry, of course. But this part right here is just kind of peeling off. And I said, can I tile over that? He was like, yeah. I said, will it still peel off? He said, you just got to glue it down, but not with super glue. I said, then what do I glue it down with? He said, just any old glue. Just any glue, any adhesive. I was like, okay, so I guess I'm going to find something for that. Anyway, look at that. It's so much brighter over here, too, with the new light. The old one was just so dirty. So on the floor, I'm going to do the honeycomb tile, which I have over here. And I have the mastic to stick it down with. I only have the honeycomb tile for this section of floor up until about right here. I might go ahead and tile the rest of the bathroom, but I'm not really sure I want to mess with this area over here because I know that I want to change it, and I don't want to tile around the sink. I want to go up under it. I want to have tile all the way over. So I think I'm going to find a stopping point and tile the rest of the bathroom whenever I'm able to get up under the sink and the toilet. Because this side of the bathroom is what I've been working on, and this side's going to see some change as well. I want to get a new sink. I want to get everything tiled, and I do want a window right here. But I cannot afford to have that at the minute. And I'm still also trying to decide what color I want to paint in here. I think I want to keep the ceilings white, so I'll do a fresh coat of white paint like I did in my living room that looks so pretty. And I'm just going to use the same color white throughout the house. And the subway tile is going to be white as well. I thought about having a black accent, but there are no black porcelain subway tiles at Lowe's. I think I might go and check Home Depot this week, or this coming week. But I'd have to drive about an hour and 10 minutes to get there. Here is a tile that I was going to use to do an accent on the wall. But now that I see both of these together and in here, I decided not to go with this one. It caught my eye because of the sparkly bits, the sparkly pieces. I think they're really pretty, but it's not antique looking, and I kind of want it to be more antique in here than glamorous. I'm not really a glamorous person. So I'm going to take these back, and when I take those back, I'll get the white subway tile, and we'll just do white all the way up. I'm not entirely settled on the white tile that I want. I'm a very, I can visualize things in my head, but right now I just know what I want the floor to look like, And I really don't know what I want the walls to look like. I just know I want subway tile, and I thought I wanted a black stripe and kind of just do black in that little niche over there, but not entirely sure. So I'm gonna do that. I have a really beautiful brass shower head that's gonna go over there, sitting over there in that box. And over here in this corner is gonna be the corner shelf that is in my kitchen. I'm gonna strip that yellow primitive looking paint off of it, and I'll have the natural wood. There's no veneer on that shelf, so it won't fall apart from the moisture. So I'm gonna strip all the paint off and then seal it and have that in here. It doesn't have a lot of storage though. That's my concern. But maybe I can have the storage part be over here. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out when we get there. But this is what the bathroom looks like right now. And I can't start tiling until tomorrow because it needs to dry still. Well, this is an unexpected blessing. We had a 0% chance of rain in our, what is it, 10-day, 12-day? And now it is raining and thundering, and it's a thunderstorm. And I really love thunderstorms. And I told myself that whenever the next thunderstorm happened, or whenever we got rain next, I would light all my candles and I would enjoy it. And the man just left my house, and so it's kind of a disaster. My floors are disgusting, and there's dust everywhere in the hallway. But I lit that candle. I lit those candles. I lit that candle. I lit those candles, and I have my windows open so I can see it. And also my AC on because it is very, very hot still. Come on, focus now. As you can see, I took the family photos off of the buffet, and I also brought the blanket ladder that my friend Stephanie made me. Ooh! Yay! Out here into the hallway. And I haven't done that yet, of course. Now I have to clean every little thing in this area again. But I don't really want to until he's completely done, because he's still got to come back after I put the tile on to do a couple more things. So I don't really want to clean everything until I know that he's absolutely finished. I love this little area back here. It's so pretty. So pretty. And then we have the disaster area. Let me move these so they're with the rest of the disaster. I love my house. Very thankful for the rain. So lovely. Good morning. It is the next day. I'm going to be starting my bathroom today. So here are some things that I got yesterday at the store. Got some cat litter for my kitties. I got some sealer, which is right there, grout sealer. I got a really pretty dark grout. Some tile spacers. I got an 1/8 of an inch and a 1/4 of an inch. The hexagon tile for the floor is already an 1/8 of an inch in between the tiles and the little pads. So I'm going to stick with 1/8 of an inch for the floor, but I also got a 1/4 of an inch just to check and see which one I would prefer for the subway tile. And I got the subway tile. I think these are going to be very pretty. I didn't get any accent for the wall. I would love to have black subway tile, but they didn't have any, and I'm just working with what I got. I'm not going to drive an hour and 10 minutes to get the black. I'm just going to stick with the white. I also got some paintbrushes because I know I'm going to need those, and I got some more spackling for a project that I started working on yesterday over here. I'm finally working on filling in that gap. And then I'm going to sand it down to be a little smoother and then paint the plank of wood and the spackling this color for my hallway. It's called Tawny Owl. It's a Sherwin-Williams color. So I'm going to be doing that on this side and also on the other side where the kitchen, in the kitchen. So aside from the things that I bought, here are some things that my very sweet friend is letting me borrow. I have 2 different kinds of tile. saws, a hand tile saw, an electric tile saw, and just some things to grout with, a speed square, a level, some gloves. So I'm all set to go ahead and start. I'm going to finish my coffee though while I'm working on spackling up those holes, and I'm going to listen to probably the audio Bible and just relax a little bit more this morning before I get started in on working really hard. Okay, wow. That was so much easier and it went by so fast with the spackling at the right consistency. I was using it like baby powder pink, almost dry, when I did that and when I did my kitchen cabinets. But that was really easy going all the way up, so the next side will be super speedy, and I'm going to go ahead and get that little crack in the middle. And just like that, I'm done with the other side. It was kind of hard to get around the hinges, but I was able to, and that just looks so much better than an open crack. I did buy quarter rounds from Lowe's to put there, but I held them up and I didn't like it, so I returned those, and I'm glad I went this route. So when that dries, I can go ahead and finish painting that color on there. And I do think I'm going to go ahead and polyurethane this door. Even though I like, the old barn door look. I don't know, maybe I'm going to wait and poly it after I'm done painting this right here. See how I like it, and then wipe the windows down and then make up my mind. Alright, I'm going to do a voiceover for this part. So before I started, I vacuumed out the shower to make sure that it was clean. There weren't any crumbs of anything or hairs. And then I opened all of the sheets of tile and laid them out where I wanted them to be. The advice was given to me to start in the middle where the drain is and work my way out from there. So that's what I did. I lined it all up and figured out where I needed to cut. So that's what I'm doing right here. I decided that towards the end I would only cut the pieces of tile near the grate, and I wouldn't do the ones on the edge because I was just going to let the subway tile kind of meet up with those and cover up those gaps. As you can see right here, holding up that subway tile, and these are the tiles I'm going to cut. There's my bud. And here I am explaining that it's not a perfect square, so one side of the drain is longer than the other side. So yeah, that happened, but I just made it work as best as I could. And now I'm laying down the first sheets of tile. If I were to do it again, I would have started on the other side, so I wouldn't have to kneel on what I already had done to get to the other side. I think that's something that made it a little wavy and bumpy, so I definitely would have done it differently. I also, if I would have done it again, would have made the mastic super even. I didn't make it as even as I possibly could, and I think that resulted in a lot of bumps and waves also, so I did mess up there. So I went ahead and cut out the center tile pieces to cut on the tile saw. They were little bitty pieces in one huge electric tile saw, so it was pretty dangerous, but I did end up cutting a few of them. I didn't cut all of them, so I made room to, I decided that I would just let the caulk and the grout be forgiving in the middle towards the drain, and I would caulk it up really good. Also, it needed to be caulked up really good to facilitate water down there, because the drain pops up pretty far. Whew. Okay, don't judge. Actually, judge. That's why it's on the internet. You can judge if you want. But I know it's a messy job. I am very much, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I put the little tiles in the middle. I had to peel up the tile around the drain so I could stack more mastic underneath so it would get up a little bit more level with the drain. Because it slopes down, but then the drain pops up. I'm not going to mess with it anymore because I've messed with it so much trying to get it to this point. I went ahead and I went through the tile and I scraped around the parts where I felt like the mastic was a little bit too high, like over here, because I have some pretty colored grout to put in, and I don't want the grout to not go in because the mastic is too high. I'm going to have to do it again over in this spot right here. But I need to stop messing with it for a little bit and let it dry because the tiles around the drain are very wobbly and are moving around. But that's what I have going so far. It doesn't look too bad. It looks fine for someone who doesn't know what she's doing. It's fine. Yeah, it looks fine. I just looked up how long it takes mastic to dry, and it said 6 to 72 hours. So I think that's going to be all that I do for today. I'm going to go ahead and let that dry, and then I will do the grout tomorrow and start on the tile for the wall tomorrow as well. Okay, y'all, I've had a very stressful last 30 minutes or so. And I had to call my mom. I was like, Mom, I'm so frustrated. I don't know what to do. She said, Megan, clean your house as good as you can. Vacuum, wipe things down, put things away where you can't see them. Just tidy up as good as you can. Light some candles. And so I said, okay. And I did just that, and I do feel a lot better. But I had to message my handyman guy because I was getting quite frustrated that there is another leak, or not another leak, it's still leaking in the corner. And also, this is very uneven, and this is coming off. And he told me last time he was here, oh, just scrape that off, it'll be fine. And he told me that I can tile already. I can't tile this wall with it being so wavy and with this paper coming off, and I there's divots, and this is not even. It's like lower here and it slants up, and then this, and I was like, I am just so frustrated because the things that I paid him to do were get the shower ready to tile and fix the leaks. There was a leak in this wall, there were 2 leaks over there was a leak down here under the concrete, so I had to bust the concrete up. And then I get in here to tile, and it's not ready to tile, and there's still leaks. And I was like, I'm sorry, I paid you to do these things, and they're not done, and I'm very frustrated. But he explained some things to me, and he's going to be coming back and finishing this corner. And this leak is actually the AC, and I never asked him to mess with the AC, so I'm going to try to find somebody else to do that whenever I get the money to do that. It's just a lot. I don't make a lot of money, and I'm paying for this to get done, and also the transmission on my truck needs to be fixed, and so I'm not driving my truck right now. I'm driving a friend's car. It's a lot going on that I have to pay for. I just want to take a shower in my own house, y'all. Good Sunday morning. I'm not going to church this morning because I slept in. My alarm for Sunday usually goes off at 7, and instead of snoozing, I just turned it off so I could keep sleeping. I've had a very busy weekend, and I'm also busy today. I have rehearsal at the theater. I've got to go to work and finish prepping my lessons for this coming week, and I also want to finish grouting the floor in my shower and starting on the tile on the wall. So, yeah, it's going to be a busy day today, but I'm really enjoying my morning. It's nice and slow. Lit a few candles. Had to take an allergy pill because I guess I stirred up a bunch of dust yesterday, and it really messed with my allergies. I had a really hard time sleeping last night because of that, so it's another reason that it's good that I got some sleep today, because during the school week, I get about 4 hours of sleep a night maybe. So yesterday, off camera, I hung up a curtain rod on the other side of the door because the kitchen right now, since there is so much going on that I need materials for out, like I'm doing the shower, I need all my shower stuff, all the tile. I also have so much paint for every room of the house, just so much. I have saws. I have 3 different kinds of saws in there right now. And so that's the place that I'm storing everything. And I don't want to see that from the hallway. You can still kind of see a little bit right there. But I decided to put up a little sheer curtain. These were the curtains that were in my kitchen window over the sink, and I took them out and put them right here. So now I have a bare window over my sink. So I really want to find a cheap curtain for the kitchen window, and I also I taped this off and everything, and then I went and looked at my paint stash and realized I am out of this hallway color. So I want to go get a quart of this so I can finish that up. I know I will. It will make me feel better to have that complete. It will be nice to have it finished. So I'm gonna run to town and do that. Look at this view. I just love that. I love that I can see my crown molding. So pretty. I'm wondering if I should bring this sign down a little bit. I did put it up a little high because I wanted to do a trimmer on the door. But now with this little indent, I'm not sure that I want to do a trimmer on the door. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. So I might bring the welcome sign down a tad. Anyway, this has kind of turned into a multiple projects video, but I am going to be grouting the bathroom floor today after I'm done relaxing a little bit, finishing my coffee. Alright, I'm done grouting. That took a very long time, and it was really hard to clean up the haze because it's black, but I've got it, and you can see right here where that's uneven, it's a little thicker. Obviously around the drain it's a little uneven, and over here in some areas the mastic was too high, and so the grout wouldn't go all the way down, like right over here. And so you can see this light gray color coming through. And I'm gonna look at Lowe's and see if I can find like a grout pen that I can kind of paint that lighter color to match the rest before I seal it. But that's that. It said that grout takes 6 to 24 hours to dry, which is very big big gap there. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave it be like this, and then not seal it and start on the wall until tomorrow. I still haven't painted the doorway to the kitchen yet because I haven't been to town to get the paint, but I think I'm gonna go do that after rehearsal today. Okay, so I went to town and I got some things I needed to get. The grout is looking like it's drying pretty good, and I looked at Lowe's at the grout color corrector sealer marker things, and they were 18 something. This was at Walmart for $8, and it's a gray stain pen. So I'm gonna try this in the little areas that need it, and I will let you know what it looks like. Alright, I just filled in some of the lighter spots with some of that gray stain, and it doesn't work super well, but it worked a little bit. Like, it's not as obvious now as it was before. And I also noticed a couple of holes that I had to fill in with more grout, so I mixed up a bit too much. And unfortunately, this is one of my favorite bowls for baking, and I ruined it now. Oh well. Because I did more grout, I'm gonna have to let it dry overnight again, and so I'm gonna, not overnight again, but overnight tonight, and then I'm gonna seal the grout tomorrow. Hopefully start on the walls of the shower if I have enough time, because I'm working tomorrow, and then right after work I have rehearsal until who knows how late, so I might not even get to the shower again until this coming weekend, but we will see. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one if you watch the next one. Bye!